Hey guys, Josh here, and welcome to another episode of Kill for a Bill. Now, if you saw our last video, you'll know that we are actually getting quite close to the end. This is not the last video, but it's always going to be interesting to see how close to the end we will be. Obviously, this is the first video with the new layout. Now, I'm just going to say that mine is usually different, because as you can see, can't see anything in the chat box and I got nothing else up. I've tried to just minimize it all to, pretty much just emphasize the backpack. So we'll get straight into it. There's actually quite a lot in this video, and another thing that I'm doing in this video that I haven't previously is showing some coinshare loot. It doesn't directly go into the tab, or it doesn't go into the tab at all. However, I figured you guys might just want to see it anyway. So if we look at this first clip, it is me finishing off in a clue scroll, and as always it is absolutely rubbish. So just going to the price check. Oh no, forgot a meerkat pouch, hold up, can't forget that. So true to form, more crap, and as you can see sitting about 80, 89, 90k. So fantastic as always. And another one we got, well, it's better, but define better, I guess. Yeah, that's pretty much the palm tree seed bringing it home there. Nothing else of note. So now we get into the drops, and as you can see, first here we have an epic Godsword shard split, and now some tacit splits. Now I won't spend too long on each clip. Shard, nothing flash, and a Zammy hilt. Now that is our third, I believe. A garb of subjugation. Same trip as the hilt actually, and the effigy, which is also the same trip as the garb and the hilt. Here we have armadillo boots. Now these armadillo boots were done on our live stream. We just went and coin shared. As you can see, the split 1.1 mil. I think there was 6 or 7 of us. Next we have a Godsword shard too, so nothing to flash at all. Now this is a random one. As you know, there's the Slayer masks. As you may have seen, I've done some Slayer mask videos. This is an effigy while getting the Basilisks one. Can't complain about that. And here is a Draconic Visage from QBD, which I got while streaming as well. Now we get on to Corp. Now this is also streaming. A 4.5k Spirit Shield split and a 2.5k Spirit Shield split and a 2k Spirit Shield split. So they're getting worse. And then a 36k Holy Elixir split. Hardly making up for the shields, but yeah. Me and Kane also recently got into some DKs, as you can see here with the Dragon Hatchet. DKs is actually really good money. Got an Archer's Ring. We actually, you get quite a few items, it's quite good. Another Archer's Ring. You'll see all the loot when I do the price check, because there's some screenshots that I missed. A Warrior Ring. Another Seer's Ring. A Mud Battle Staff, not as much as they used to be, but still a unique drop. And a Warrior Ring to wrap it up. Next we get on to more live stream footage. Now this time it is Nex, and we have a 5.5mm Torva glove split. I'm not complaining about that. A 3mm Virtus robe top split, still nice. A nice 8.5mm Virtus book split, and then a 1.4mm Virtus boot split. Virtus boots obviously not the greatest loot available, but it's better than brews and restores. Now on to the final category of our screenies. We've got more loot share stuff. More loot share, coin share stuff during streaming. We start off with a Drygor mace, 7.6mm split between us. Drygore Rapier 6mm, a 7.5mm Drygore split, a 11.5mm longsword split. Now this was because I think a lot of people had died. At the top of the chat you can see there a couple of people had died, so I think it was mage phase and people got owned, so yeah, we got lucky to stay alive and get a bigger split. A 6.8mm longsword split, and the last picture we have is a 5.7mm Drygore longsword split. Now, if you guys remember, me and Kane did get a duo longsword. It would have been a couple of months ago now. But this was a good way to, like, if you haven't checked out our live stream, I'll put a link in the description to our Twitch. We tend to do that most weekends, and we just do, I guess, community bossing. So if you guys want to come along and boss, do some coin share, then that's what we do. We mix up the bosses, but as you can see, Nex, Corp, and KK are hot on the list, and we pretty much do what you request. So yeah, it would have been nice to, you know, duo more longswords and put them in the tab, but at the same time, it's good to get you guys involved, and it's, you know, it's really fun doing massing, even though the split isn't as big, but you do get more kills. So enough of the screenshots. Time for the price check. So I will get straight into inventory number 1. Okay, so here is inventory number 1. Much like the previous episodes, the starting loot is generally, like, the inventories are quite similar. If we go to, how do we do this? Items kept on death. You can see that our loot is, or inventory number 1 is 171.8mm. Now I won't price check each individual thing. We will be doing that in the last video anyway. But not a bad way to kick off inventory number 1. So I'll get right back with number 2. Okay, number 2. Here we are. This one more or less ores, bars, getting into some dragon items, the bones, and of course the rune, start of our rune items. So as last time, items kept on death, 142.7. I'm curious to see where they're at. Like, that's why the next video is going to be quite exciting, because we'll get to see a breakdown of, you know, how much each individual item is. But yeah, so that is not bad at all. So we're sitting around 310 mil after 2 inventories. Not bad. So I'll go and get number 3. Alrighty, number 3 is true to form. Well, as in past videos, it has proven to be our cheapest inventory. And as you can see, it's just got some of the crappy, I guess you'd say, clue scroll loot, and some corp loot, which doesn't add up to much. So items kept on death again, 28.9mm. So as I predicted, it is the lowest, considerably lower than the other two. So we won't waste much time on it, and on to number 4. Okay, number 4. What do we got here? Mostly QBD loot, some shards, dark bows, a offhand leaf-bladed sword, which I got from killing Kurasks for the Slayer Mask video, which of course isn't out yet. And the keystones. Yes, I know I should we will use them on the boss, but for now we'll keep them as keys because they're tradable. Skeletal top, rock shell plate, and spine from DKs. Not worth a lot, but it is more or less unique armor or unique drops from them. So we'll put it in anyway, and obviously you can tell by the last few items that we are getting into our barrows loot. So if we get to the price check, inventory number 4 comes to 54.2. So still, you know, about double inventory number 3, but still a long way off the first couple. Sort of set the bar a bit high. We'll move right along to number 5. Alrighty, we have the remainder of the Barrows loot, which scan through it, goes all the way down to Aram's book here, and then we get into, or Mud Battle Staff DKs, and then we're getting into the Zami loot. So Steam, going through the subjugation, 3 Zami hilts, and then start of Armadillo. So hopefully this will be worth a bit more, but Barrows loot is worth not a lot anymore. 100.3, so it's on the up. Yeah, Barrows loot unfortunately is not worth anything like it used to be. Durok's helm, you know, that used to sit around 10 mil at one point. Pretty sure it's under a mil now. Inventory number 6. Okay, so this is the last inventory. Now, obviously this has the bigger ticket items. We finish off Armadillo, then we got the Sara loot, going into the Emmys, Bandos loot, now all the rings from DKs, couple of hatchets, Steadfast boots, Drygor longsword, and Virtus wand. Now because this is the last inventory, I'll price check all these things. So chain skirts, 10.5, 350k for a buckler. What else is exciting? 31.3 mil for each of the hilts, Sara hilts, which is nice. Bandos armor, not bad. War shields, come on, what are you at now? 205k. I think they were sub 200k last time, so they're on the up. Still you know, tiny compared to everything else, but that's okay. The rings, always nice. 3.9 mil for a dragon hatchet. I remember when they used to be sub 1 mil. But anyway, Steadfast boots 18. I think we got it when it was about 32. The Drygor longsword 110.8. And the last item, the Virtus wand 115. Now that thing goes up and down like nothing else, so it's definitely not worth, definitely not stable in price, and especially with Virago coming out. So inventory number 6 has coughed up 430.8, I should say. And that gives us a total of 928.7 mil. So I believe that is up around 170 from last episode, from episode 9. Considering we didn't get any massive items, like the most expensive items that we really got were a bit of Zami stuff, and then these rings from DKs. Like we didn't get a sword or any next items between us to throw in, and like I said, the coin share, we are not including those. So yeah, 430.8 mil for the last inventory. That is quite solid. So yeah, you guys probably tell that next episode is most likely going to be the end of the series. We will cover, like we'll pretty much just sell everything in it. Show that all on vid. God, I just realised that it's been over a month since the last video, so I apologise for that. Had a few people asking when the next one of these would be out. So here you go. I think we're ticking over. The time is dragging on a little bit, so I'll leave it at that. Thank you for watching, and if you haven't subscribed, please do. And I'm sure you guys, like myself, are excited for the final episode. So until next time, guys, take care.